Basically, to start with, about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, I began. I actually did some psychedelics. I did ayahuasca and then a boga, because I was basically depressed and also drinking a lot. And I kind of recognized that I needed to do something if I wanted to stay in this 3D video game,
Yeah.
to make it a lot better. And I actually, after I did a boga, I began meditating quite a bit. And that went on for years and years, where I would meditate at least 1 to 2 hours a day
Mm.
for, well, at least for the last 5 years. At the beginning, yeah, no, it's been, time flies. It's probably been like 7 or 8 years I've been meditating at least an hour or two a day. Today I meditated for about an hour actually, which is really short for me because actually I had to come on to do this and I had a bunch of other things to do today. But in general, I am almost always doing a couple hours a day. Um, and also I kind of live kind of almost completely present now. So I'm a kind of almost always meditating now, but that's sort of a preface of how this all happened. So I was doing all these meditation stuff, which was incredible. It really changed my life dramatically. As I was doing it, I began to realize more and more what this experience actually really is, which I equate to something like a 3D video game or like a dream. Actually, a lot of the older Vedic and many other sort of spirituality sort of things talk about this. And it was about a year ago, actually, just almost exactly a year ago, that a person came up to me at an Acapulco, and we were having a Vigilante Insiders Club meeting with incredible people in our club. And he said he has this amazing technology, which is based on what Nikola Tesla was doing 100 years ago. But it's been improved on by basically a mad scientist in Mexico. And he gave me, well, he didn't really give me one, I actually bought it off him. I said, well, I'll buy one off you and I'll try it out. And I did try it out. And I noticed that I had like way better energy fairly quickly afterwards. And I started doing it on, because he said it cures everything. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people telling me lots of things and you never know. But actually, one of the first things I did was on my dog, my Chihuahua, Bruce Lee, who had his entire left eye was completely white.
Oh.
And he's quite old. He's actually older than Lucy. He's 1 year older than Lucy was. And so, those things kind of tend to happen or can happen as dogs get older. So I was just kind of like, well, I guess he's going to be turning blind now or something like that. And I thought, well, I'll put this Tesla machine on him. I put it on him for 5 minutes. And the next day, most of the white from his eye was gone. A few days later, I put it on again and it was basically completely gone and he could see again.